Josephina Pan Pacific, I think. Have I got that right? Yes. So we will introduce Josephina herself. Josephina, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and hi everybody online. Have a great morning. This is Josephina from Josephina Pan Pacific. Our company founded in a city of Kaohsiung since 1997. Our product is focused on automobile rear view safety industry. So the JPP is a comprehensive solution provider, and the concept is provide the customer one-stop shopping solution in mobile safety video systems.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. And actually, we'll have more detail on JPP later on in this stream, because Josephina has also provided a video package for us all about that. So thanks very much, Josephina. And let's see, we'll come back to you shortly, Cohen. Let's add Effie, who is at Top 10 Factory. And hi, Effie, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning, everyone. This is Effie from Top 10. And our factory is a leading and professional enterprise which specializes in GSM car alarm system and GPS tracking system and other security products in China. And our company is established in 2005. We are one of the professional manufacturer and exporter of GPS tracking device.
All right, fantastic. And where are you calling us from today, Effie? Where are you? What city are you in?
Guangzhou.
Ah, Guangzhou. Okay.
Guangzhou,
also, yeah, not too far away. Excellent. All right, let's have a second shot at talking to Cohen. Although, let's unmute him. Hang on, I'm getting to my control panel. Cohen, hi, let's try your audio again. See how it goes.
Hello, my name is Cohen. I'm salesman from Zhejiang Native and mobile products. My group company limited.
All right, Cohen, sorry, I'm going to have to stop you there. Your audio is really, you sound kind of like a robot. Can we ask you to log out and try and log back in again instead? I'll kick you out of the room just for a minute, and we can try and have you rejoin. Okay, sorry about this. All right, and then let's see. Can you edit the name? We do have a fourth guest, or perhaps third by this point. Apologies for the technical problems. Let me just add let me get the company name right here, from Dongguan City Dasheng Electronic Technology. We can talk to, I think, Danger Lee. Danger, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi. Okay, right. Unexpected friends in the interview room. That's okay. So, Danger, you are over there in Dongguan, just across the border from Hong Kong. Can you tell us a little bit about your company and introduce the products that you make?
Yeah. I would like to make a brief introduction of our companies. Dongguan Datsun Electronics was founded in 2015 and is located in Dongguan. The manufacturing includes center of Guangdong province. The company has passed ISO 9001-2015 certification, specialized in the production of electronic products, portable radio, Bluetooth stereo, FM, AM radios. In addition, our products are exported to Japan, Europe, and the United States. Provide each customer with personalized and fashion electronic products. Our company treats quality and production with a serious and responsible attitude. Try to treat your companies. Welcome all OEM and ODM business comparison. Also welcome everyone to visit our factory. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, well, I don't know how soon we'll be able to visit the factory, but that's thank you for the invitation. All right, let's have a quick shot at getting Cohen back on. Cohen, can you hear me?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Much better. Yes, much better. Fantastic. All right, how's it going?
I'm salesman from Zhejiang Native Produce Animal Byproducts A Group Company Limited. Our company established in February 1975. It is now a core holding subsidiary of Zhejiang International Business Group Company Limited. Mainly engaged in international trade, it has become a very large-scale, influential, and famous company in China, specializing in foreign trade through over 30 years' efforts. Our company deals with 20 categories, more than 200 varieties of products, which are sold through outlets in more than 100 countries and regions in the world, and has developed steady trade relations with over 2,000 customers. It has under more than 10 brands and registered trademarks such as EI for garments, Universe for brushes, Fenfen for bee products, and Westlake for fireworks. Carrying out the arm of the quality first, reputation first, excellent service, mutual benefit, and measurement principle, quality, safety, large scale, and efficiency. Our company welcomes business friends from all parts of the world to cooperate with us, creating a bright future. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Cohen, and thank you for bearing, dealing with the technical difficulties as well. We know it's can be pretty stressful. So, all right, we've been introduced to all our panelists. As you can see, or will have heard, they're from relatively different. Well, we've got a couple of people from quite close by in Guangdong province, and then up in Zhejiang, and of course across the sea in Taiwan. So let's begin our small order discussion by sort of establishing the background, which is, what is a small order, how common are they in your industry, and so on. I think let's go first to Josefina, if you don't mind. Let's ask you. So in your industry, is it common for people to want to make small orders? And what counts as a small order, like 100 units, 1,000 units, that kind of thing?
Well, yes. JPP is starting from the small company. So, we also have the struggle for when we order making for the small quantities. So for automobile safety industry, it's quite common for the small orders because such diversified items, such cameras, LCD monitor, and a DVR. And the customers sometimes need integrated items together. So for the small orders, it's quite common for this industry, for automotive safeties. So, so for how many quantities will be small? We usually, start for 50 pieces for the orders. Well, I think we go on with that many small order quantities customers. So, that's we can be successful for 24 years since 1997. So our idea is the one-stop shopping solution. So JPP is a comprehensive solution provider. So small orders is we cannot refuse that because everybody wants to be successful, must be benefit in industry. So we will try to help them and try to give them a chance, and also give our chance as well. Also, sometimes the marketing, where the country we haven't meet the places, we will also work together. Like 7 years ago, we worked with El Salvador's countries. It's quite small, and then they are starting from 10 pieces. So when we are willing to help them, and since it has been 8 years, we've been growing very, very widely items. So from the certain vehicles industry, right now we expand to the commercial industry videos, and right now quite happy with them because every order they will order the complete amounts will be more than like 50,000 US dollars, since compared to the first time we worked with them, maybe only 1,000 or 2,000 pieces. So that is we accept that, you know. And since the COVID-19 pandemic happened, and I think small orders will be it's very common because everybody don't have too many. I mean, the cash is keen, so not many cash on hand. So this is struggle time. I think it is a great chance and great opportunity to help each other to overcome these years. What we think.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. That's interesting insight and a good example as well of a case that perhaps people haven't thought about for different markets needing smaller orders. I mean, let's go over to Effie. So for top 10 as well, same question really. Do you often deal with small orders, and what is a small order for your company?
Okay. And the small MOQ order is common, and customers like to have the trial order before the bulk order. And they need to test the device. And if the test result is well, and then they will place the second order. So we need to support them for the small order. And we also need to support for the test. And so the small order is the beginning for the big customer and for the bulk order. And in our company, less than 50 pieces is regarded as the small order. But we don't pick the order. We don't pick the customer. If the customer need that, and then we will be there to support. And in my opinion, our biggest customer in Brazil, and he is also the small order customer in the beginning. And after 2 years, he graduated to become a bigger customer. And now we have the good relationship. And that's all.
All right, yeah, thank you. So yeah, they graduated from small order beginner to a major supplier. Now, Cohen, of course, you're in a slightly related industry as well. So for you, do you guys often do small orders? And same question, what counts as a small order for NAC?
Yes. Hello. In our industry, we are in the garment industry, and the small order are common in our industry. It's usually a small order with many styles. You know, the clothing, fashion clothing. Sometimes many style. How about men's, kids, sweaters or something else. And in our company, under 1,000 pieces is be regarded as a small order. Manual are 500 pieces. In our industry, small order is very, very common. Thanks.
Thank you. So yeah, that's interesting. I was sort of aware that garments, the order quantity, you can never order one sweater. But so is it the practice that people would tend to order many different styles, and then the one that proves to be fashionable and creates demand, then they pick up maybe a normal size order?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. And then let's go over to Danger in Dongguan. And so for your industry, again, is it common to do small orders, and what is a small order?
Yeah. Hello. In our industry, it's very common for the small quantity order. Like our product, like the portable radio and Bluetooth speaker and the earphone and headphone, is many customers will place a small order for you at the beginning of our cooperation, because I believe hardly and small customer will place a big order at the beginning because they don't know your quality and other products details, so they will want to try a small order at the beginning. So for us, 1,000 pieces to 2,000 pieces is considered as a small order. Thanks.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So yeah, I mean, I think quite different definitions of small orders between industries there, I have to say. Now and I suppose this is well, I was about to say it's more of a question for Danger and Cohen, but actually, of course, the dollar amounts for a small order are still going to be perhaps quite similar for our other guests as well. So if you have a customer that wants to make an order, and even though, of course, as you've all said, actually, small orders as initial orders or as tests are common, if that still doesn't meet your MOQ for the beginner sourcing viewer, sorry, the MOQ is minimum order quantity. If that doesn't, reach your company's MOQ as standard, what do you do? Do you just kind of say no, or is there a way that you can make it work? And I think I'd like to go to Effie first for that question. Oh, Effie, you're muted, sorry. Turn on your microphone. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay. In my opinion, it's flexible, and our company will recommend customer to buy 2 pieces sample for the double test in their country. But if they refuse to buy maybe only 2 pieces, and we can also accept 1 pieces for the test purpose. So it's a very flexible question. And if customer they just like to have the business, we will support them 100%. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, so for you, it's more a case of please order this many, but if you can't, then it's okay. Going over then to Josefina, how about for you? Do you have a standard MOQ, and if so, what happens when people won't or can't meet it?
Well, I think that if a customer cannot meet our quantities, is quite usual. So as I mentioned about, we give a customer a chance and give us opportunity as well. And then we will work with our, upstream supply chain to help us together, because everybody want to expand the market shares and they want to growing. So I would very happy and quite lucky for our subcontractors company. They still willing to help us to accept the small quantity if our customer cannot meet the quantities. And I think there is some situation about if the current customer is our loyal customer, long-term and potential one, we will help them. But I think also at the same time, if they have a brand, they will accept not have the brand on their small quantities, but or they will pay for the extra cost for printing their brand, or we will help them to also JPP will be help them to keep some inventory as well, because we believe that have a potential. That is our current customer, because we know them for a while, okay? And even new customers, we will still give them opportunity as well. So because maybe the country we haven't met as I mentioned about, like right now we are working with Chile. So this is a country is quite very new for our JPP industry market. So we help them. So and we see their company the product segment, or we see their marketing how big are they. So if we see their potential, and we see we can expand more items with them. Not only just a certain item they want to buy with us, maybe they will need other accessory to expand. So since they're now, if they cannot meet, we still give the quite optimal service expect them the refuse that. That's our answer.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and I'm interested in the idea of keeping the inventory yourselves if you see the future potential. Also, thank you for mentioning branding, because I have a question about that coming up a bit later, but we will return to that topic. So, I mean, let's come over to Danger. Now you guys are dealing with slightly larger MOQs compared to both Effie and Josefina, I would say. So, for you guys, what happens if someone can't reach that MOQ?
Yeah. If the customer's quantity is less than our MOQ quantity, we will support at the beginning of our operation, because customers know nothing about your company and your product. They will place a big order for you at the beginning, and we can understand. And they place a small order to check our product quality and other details, so they will believe in our product more, and we can do the more business for the good quality and at the beginning of the small quantity order.
Thank you, Danger. And then lastly, coming to Cohen now. I've sort of left you to last because, of course, your company has the highest MOQ, I think. That's right, 500. Oh, no, maybe it's Danger's. Anyway, the point is the garment industry doesn't really work on small scales, typically. So what happens if someone can't get to your MOQ?
In our company, usually we have two plans. The first is a large order with a small order. Buyers can also place a small orders with the same composition as larger orders, which will also can be easier for factories to accept small orders. The second is that RFQ quotation. That is a stable quotation. We can write the unit price in the quantity levels of 100 pieces. Usually, it is estimated that the customer will not accept the price, and then write the actual price in the next quantity level. That is the quantity level of our MOQ. The customer only needs 100, and our.
Hey, Cohen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off there again. I was hoping your audio was going to improve, but it's gone very buzzy again. Sort of to some, I don't know how much of that the viewers will have been able to follow, but to pre-see it, it's sort of there is an option to go below 500, and you should get in touch with them directly to find out those details. We can. What's a good option here? Let's just try and come back to this at the end of the panel, maybe. And if the audio is back working, we could. Or do you know what? Below this video, there are links to all of these companies. So if you want to hear Cohen's answer to that question, click on the link and send a message. And I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to inform you. Sorry about that, Cohen. It was just going pretty crazy on the audio. So. Yes, let's get to question 3. So this is something that Josefina sort of alluded to about branding and so on, and that is that obviously a small order is relatively easy if it's something that you're making anyway, something that your factory would have in stock and would just sell as is. But if a buyer has a project that is ODM or OEM, in other words, you've got to stick their brand on it. What do you do when there's a small order? And I think it's only fair to ask Josefina that first, since you mentioned it. How do you deal more generally with those projects when they're also small orders?
Well, most of our customers, they have the brand. The usual they knows about the MOQ for branding, but if they cannot meet our gift box or user menu, they usually still will be aware they have to cooperate with JPP for gift box for 1,000 or user menu. They will put on the inventory for us, and we'll keep their inventory in our warehouse, and because the well brand is quite, it's important for them to promote their market shares, So so for the customer, if they have a brand, usually they knows that the quantities they meet. But if they really cannot meet like 1,000, we will give them a try to focus, and we will help them to partial order allowed. So since till now, most of our well-known brand company, they knows that, and then we cooperate with a solution to help them for partial order, and then they accept that.
Yeah, fair enough. Effie, how about for top 10? Do you have many branded or own brand customers, and what happens if they need a smaller order?
If the customer like to brand on the product, we have two ways. One, we can print the name and the logo on the product directly. But this way is little expensive, and if you like to put the one logo and brand on one product, you can only choose one model. But for the small customer, if they like to choose several models, we would recommend another logos way. We would like to ask customer to print the name and logo on the sticker. So, and then we stick the sticker on the products. If the customer place the order, we can help to paste the sticker on the products, so the product can with the customer's logo and brand. And we think this way is more flexible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It's a very practical solution. Yeah. You're making one set of branding and then applying it to several different products. Okay. Let's attempt to rejoin Kerwin, because I'm curious about branding on garments. Let me unmute here. Hang on. Sorry. Bear with me a second. I've lost my control panel. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. In our company, could you? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're coming through very clearly now. Thank
you. We will check the buyer's background, the size of the buyer's company. The company is larger, but the order is small. It may be a trial order. In order to a long-term cooperation, or can receive orders. If it is a small customers, assess the profit and loss before deciding whether to accept the orders. If the order quantity is small, we will do the article on the press. Maybe we'll raise the price. We'll raise the price. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense. I think it's fair enough. So yeah, if you want to slap your brand onto, let's say a sweatshirt, but you don't want to order that many, of course, it's up to the supplier to figure out if it's going to be worth it for them, which that sounds mercenary, but I guess it's somewhat on the buyer to present a convincing case. Like, here's why you should let me force you to do setup processes on the branding and so on for a small order. Although it also sounds, it does also sound like, in fairness, the suppliers are quite willing to be persuaded, but you've got to make that effort. So yeah, let's lastly bring this question over to Danger. So for you, I'm guessing that you have quite a few OEM customers. How does it work for them when they need something in a lower quantity?
Yeah. In fact, in our industry, it's very common for the OEM and ODM project, and our most customer will require for the customized logo and customized design, and we will support the OEM or ODM service, even if the small quantity order, and especially for the big company, they must ask for the customized logo or their design for themselves and not for our own logo. Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks very much. So, the discussion we've had so far, I think we've painted a very good picture of, the situation for suppliers, kind of, and from your point of view, what are the issues or the concerns or even the difficulties for making a smaller order? So let's kind of transition. Oh, I just used transition as a verb. Anyway, let's move this conversation to, we've kind of informed the viewer about how things are, but what can they, basically, let's give them some practical tips. So someone watching this can, when they're making their next order, a small order, they will be better able to work with their suppliers. So the question here, which I'm going to give first to, let's go to Cohen, I think. What is something you think that more small order buyers should know? Something they don't know, but you wish they did, maybe?
I think buyers of small orders should know that the production cost in China is rising day by day, such as labor cost, the raw material cost, and so on. Because the order quantity is small, the price may be higher sometimes. We should know that some the domestic factory do not have strict quality control due to small order, so third-party quality inspection is also important. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Cohen. So suppliers have problems too. Danger, how about you? What do you think that small order buyers need to know? Oh, I think you're muted, Danger. Sorry. Can you unmute your mic?
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
No, you're okay now. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, we think customers should know that even if we can support the small quantity order, but I think it's at the beginning we will support that, especially for the first order. But the next order, the quantity will be quite higher because everyone knows that more quantity we can may not profit on even. So we can support the more quantity order, but just for the first order. Thank you.
Yeah, understood. It won't last forever. Okay, Effie, how about you? What's the thing you think they need to know?
Yeah, I think the small customer, the small order, they need to know if you buy a small order and the unit price will be more expensive than the larger order. And the same thing happens on the freight cost. So if you like to save the money to make the order more economic, you can think how to store up more goods properly to save the purchasing cost. So in that way, you can use less money to buy more products. And the freight cost, you can also save in same time.
Yeah, nice, top tip. And then finally, Josephina, so same question to you. What should small order buyers know? But I'm also going to add a follow-up question. I'll give to the others afterwards, which is, what should they know, but also what should they do differently if making a small order?
Well, I think the small order buyers should be clearly aware know their market position and what they need. When business scale is small, it's really hard, tough, and not realistic to compete in pricing with other well-known brands or other big customers. So in our point of view, we suggest them to enhance the cooperate with others. Maybe we will suggest to buy from our customer in close to them, maybe for starting some small orders. Or we will try to help them and enhance the cooperation with the product differentiation and also market segmentation as well. And also have to find a really good supplier to work with them, not the manufacturers, because they usually there's a small bias. They always, I think, they just only looking for the manufacturer, but it's impossible. That's why JPP is in a position to help small orders or small buyers or brand total solution, because we are comprehensive solution provider, so we can help them that. And also we give them the example or give them ideas how they can expand their market shares, not only just focus the current market. So it's quite successful. We bring out some customer from the like a certain industry, and right now expanded to commercial industry as well, or they move to the free market. So later on they pick up small quantity and then largely to amount to order from, work with JPP. That is customer really trust and happy with JPP's position right now. Thank you.
Oh, wow, thank you. That's very good insights. Yeah, and of course, the differentiation is something we hadn't really touched on. I guess because the topic is more about making small orders, but that would actually maybe should be a future topic for this very series in a different episode. I've actually literally written that down in my notes. So, well, let's go to Cohen as well. So, what do you think that small order buyers should do that maybe they don't do enough?
In my opinion, buyers of small orders should do a good job in market research, understand the price cost of the market, and not treated by some inflated price. And they can also find the market positioning of their products, which is conducive to the expansion of their own sales channel and the improvement of their products competitiveness. It is also important to find a reliable third-party quality inspection company to ensure the quality of their products. Buyers should be timely after receiving the goods, which will help to establish a good trust with the factory or trading factory companies. Can also help to establish a long-term friendly relationship of cooperation. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Cohen. I have to say, someone from a factory resolutely suggesting that people hire third-party inspectors. I think it's a great instiller of confidence in that factory. That's great. So let's throw it to Danger before we come to Effie finally. Danger, what is it that small order buyers maybe don't do enough of that you think they should do?
As last question, we will support the small quantity order, but we hope the customer can increase their quantity as soon as possible after the first order. Of course, the quantity is larger, the price is lower. It was really high cost for us of more orders.
Okay, yeah. Thanks very much, Danger. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid practical tips. But yeah, let's give the last word on this question then to Effie. What do small order buyers need to do?
I think the small order buyers should be more patient, and they need to learn more knowledge on the products, as the product is skilled and technology. So the customer, they need to be more professional buyers too, so as to purchase more customer. And one day, I think they will be our big order buyer. And thanks.
All right, yeah, it's all about education. So thank you so much. I'm just looking at the comments on the video. Oh, no real questions, just a couple of things. So, wow, new interesting topic today, says James from Carlo. Very informative. So, I mean, I agree. It has been very informative. Thanks to all of you for your time, but more than that, thank you for your wisdom and sharing your experiences and insights. And I hope that you can maybe join us again for another discussion in the future. In the meantime, I will say goodbye for now. Thank you again, and take care. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.